Hello viewers, how are you? Welcome to my channel Physics with Rans. So today we are going to discuss about relative motion in two dimensions. So in order to represent this, here we consider the case of river and man. River and man case. So come to the case here, we consider two river beds and the river is flowing and the width of the river is d. So here the velocity of the river is represented as v suffix r with respect to ground. Whereas when the man moves across the river from one bed to another bed, the velocity of the man with respect to river is being represented as v suffix mr. Now the velocity of the man with respect to river is given as velocity of the man with respect to ground minus velocity of the river with respect to ground. So here as you observe this relative motion in the case of river and man, here we consider three velocities. The first one is velocity of the man with respect to river, and velocity of the man with respect to ground, and velocity of the river with respect to ground. So based on these three, we represent this case, river and man case. So here, and we are representing that velocity of the man with respect to river is equals to velocity of the man with respect to ground minus velocity of the river with respect to ground. So here we can represent that it is a vector subtraction. Now observe this, if we have to represent the velocity of the man with respect to ground, then we can represent it as velocity of the man with respect to ground is equals to velocity of the man with respect to river plus velocity of the river with respect to ground. So here it represents a vector addition. It represents a vector addition. So here in the case of a river man case, either we can consider vector subtraction or vector addition. So here as you observe the velocity of the man in still water means we have to find the velocity of the man when he is still in water. Then we can represent it as velocity of the man in still water. Then based on this case, we can represent it as velocity of the man with respect to ground is equals to velocity of the man with respect to river plus velocity of the river with respect to ground. Since the man is in water, the relative velocity of a river with respect to ground is being considered as 0. So as we consider this 0, we can represent that the velocity of the man is equals to velocity of the man with respect to river. It represents the case. Very important case. Why? Because in some problems ask based on this condition, velocity of the man in still water. Then we represent it as velocity of the man with respect to ground equals to velocity of the man with respect to river. Now, based on this, we are going to discuss about time of crossing as well as a drift. Take a screenshot, we will continue. Now we are going to discuss about time of crossing the river as well as a drift taken by the man in order to cross the river. So here come to the case, in order to solve this, we just consider the river bed as a x-axis. So here the velocity of the river is being represented along the x-axis and the width of the river is being represented by y-axis. So here observe that velocity of the man with respect to river makes an angle of theta with respect to horizontal. Now based on this, we have to solve this equation. In order to solve this, we have to represent the velocity of the man with respect to ground. So for this, we draw a parallelogram. We draw parallelogram, whereas this line represents the velocity of the man with respect to ground. So now based on this, we have to solve the equation. So first of all, we have to represent the velocity of the man with respect to river along the river flow as well as perpendicular to the river flow. As it makes an angle of theta, it resolves into components as v suffix mr into cos theta and v suffix mr into sin theta. So now based on that, velocity of the man with respect to river is equals to velocity of the man with respect to river into cos theta along the x-axis. So we represent it as I cap plus velocity of the man with respect to river into sin theta, and we represent it as j cap. Why? Because it is along the y-axis. Whereas observe that velocity of the river is along the x-axis. So we represent it as velocity of the river is equal to v suffix r into I cap. Now we have to represent the velocity of the man with respect to ground. So here we represent it as velocity of the man with respect to ground equals to velocity of the man with respect to river plus velocity of the river with respect to ground, as we had seen it earlier. Whereas as you substitute these values in this equation, here we get a v suffix mr into cos theta I cap plus v suffix mr into sin theta j cap plus velocity of the river into I cap. Observe that here I cap is common. So if we take I cap as common, here we get a velocity of the man with respect to river into cos theta plus velocity of the river into I cap plus velocity of the man with respect to river into sin theta j cap. So here we got a velocity of the man with respect to ground is equals to v suffix mr cos theta plus v suffix r into I cap plus v suffix mr into sin theta into j cap. So here observe that this v suffix mr into cos theta plus vr represents the velocity along the river flow. It represents the velocity along the river flow. Whereas v suffix mr sin theta represents perpendicular to the river flow, velocity along perpendicular to the river flow. So now based on this, we can represent the time of crossing as well as drift. Based on this velocity, v suffix mr cos theta plus v suffix r, we can represent the drift of the man with respect to river. So here by using this velocity we can represent the drift, whereas by using this velocity we can represent the minimum time of crossing the river. Minimum time of crossing the river. So here now we have to represent the minimum time taken by the man in order to cross the river. Minimum time. So here we know that velocity equals to displacement by time. So based on that, time is equals to displacement by velocity. Whereas observe that the width of the river is d. Displacement is nothing but d by here. This is the velocity with which the person is going to cross the river with a minimum time. So here we represent it as v suffix mr into sin theta. The man crosses the river with minimum time. Minimum time. Whereas now we have to represent the drift taken by the person. Whereas drift is represented as displacement, nothing but d, capital D. Drift equals velocity into time. Velocity into time. Observe that the velocity drift is being represented based on this velocity. Whereas the velocity is v suffix mr into cos theta plus v suffix r into, whereas time is d by v suffix mr into sin theta. So here we can substitute it as d by v suffix mr into sin theta. Based on this equation we can represent the drift taken by the man in order to cross this river. Take a screenshot, we will continue. Now we are going to represent the case of crossing the river in minimum time. As we had seen that the time taken by the man in order to cross the river is d by v suffix mr into sin theta, and the drift is represented as d is equals to v suffix mr cos theta plus v suffix r into d by v suffix mr sin theta. So we had seen these equations previously. So now based on that, we have to represent the crossing the river in minimum time. So in order to cross the river in minimum time, the man has to cross the river along the width. The person has to cross the river along this line. So here the velocity of the man with respect to river is represented along the vertical axis, y-axis. So based on that, here velocity of the man is being represented by this line, and velocity of the river is represented along the bed. So here observe that the time is given as t is equals to d by v suffix mr sin theta. So in order time should be minimum, angle should be maximum. So here, and we know that angle will be maximum when theta is equals to 90 degrees for sine. For sine, angle will be maximum when theta is equals to 90 for sine. So here we know that sine 90 is equals to 1. Sine 90 is equals to 1. Then as we substitute, means the angle made by the man with respect to river, velocity of the river should be equals to 90 degrees. Then as it is equals to 90 degrees, the time taken by the man in order to cross the river will be minimum. It will be minimum. So this is the time, minimum time required by the man in order to cross the river, and angle made by the man in order to cross the river should be equals to 90 degrees. Then only he can cross the river in minimum time. Whereas in this case the drift is represented as d is equals to, we know that cos 90 is 0, so something into 0 0, so we have v suffix r into d by v suffix mr. So this is the drift made by the man in order to cross the river in minimum time. Take a screenshot, we'll continue. Now I have to represent the crossing the river in a minimum drift. So in order to represent the minimum drift, we consider that drift is equals to 0, d is equals to 0. Then we can represent it as a minimum drift. So and we know that d is equals to v suffix mr cos theta plus v suffix r into d by v suffix mr sin theta. As we had represented that d is equals to 0, here we substitute d equals to 0. 0 is equals to v suffix mr cos theta plus v suffix r into d by v suffix mr sin theta. So based on that, we can represent that v suffix mr cos theta plus v suffix r equals to 0. So here from this we get a cos theta is equals to minus v suffix r by v suffix mr. Based on that, here in order to cross the river with minimum drift, the person has to travel in obtuse angle. Means here the angle should be greater than 90 degrees. Angle should be greater than 90 degrees. So what happens is the person has to travel across the river like this, whereas it represents theta, and the vertical line represents velocity of the man with respect to ground, and this line represents velocity of the river with respect to ground, and this line represents velocity of the man with respect to river. And with respect to vertical, the velocity of the man with respect to river makes an angle of pi. Angle of pi. So here if you draw the same line, parallel line, then it will be like this, which makes an angle of pi at this location. So now based on that, we can represent the minimum drift. And if we consider the magnitude of this angle, we can represent it as cos theta equals to mod of minus v suffix r by v suffix mr, which is equals to v suffix r by v suffix mr. So this is the angle made by the man with respect to vertical in order to reach the exact location at this position. So minimum drift will be 0 at this position if he crosses the river along this path. because he reaches the exact location, and it is being represented based on this angle cos theta equals VR by V suffix mr. Now based on that, we have to represent the time taken by the man in order to cross the river with the minimum drift, whereas we know that time taken by the man in order to cross the river is given as d by v suffix m. D by v suffix m. So that velocity of the man is represented based on cos theta. Why? Because here observe that cos theta equals to adjacent side v suffix m by v suffix mr. Then velocity of the man with respect to ground is equals to velocity of the man with respect to river into cos pi. Here why? Because angle made by this velocity of the man with respect to river is pi, so cos pi. So let's substitute this value in this equation. If we substitute here, we have d by v suffix mr into cos pi, cos pi. Whereas here we know that cos square pi plus sin square pi is equals to 1. Sin square pi is equals to 1. Then we have cos square pi is equals to 1 minus sin square pi. Then from this equation we have cos pi is equals to root over 1 minus sin square pi. Cos pi equals to 1 root over 1 minus sin square. Here observe that sin pi is equals to opposite side velocity of the river by hypotenuse, velocity of the man with respect to river. So if we substitute this value in this equation, here we get cos pi is equals to under root of 1 minus v suffix r by v suffix mr whole square. Then on solving this, we can represent it as v suffix mr whole square minus v suffix whole square by under root of v suffix mr whole square. So we can represent it as v suffix mr. So let's substitute this value in this equation. If we substitute here, we get a d by v suffix mr into under root of v suffix mr whole square minus v suffix r whole square by v suffix mr. So here v suffix mr gets cancelled. So the time taken by the man in order to cross the river with minimum drift is t is equals to d by v suffix mr whole square minus v suffix r whole square. Take a screenshot. So observe the first problem. A swimmer crosses a flowing stream of width d. So here the width of the river is d. To and fro in time t1. So here the person is crossing the river to as well as fro in a time of t1. So here the person crosses a width of the river as 2d. By as the person crosses the river with minimum drift, we represent the time as t is equals to d by under root of v suffix mr square minus vr square, which we had derived previously. So t is equals to d by under root of vmr square minus vr square. So based on this equation, here observe that the person has travelled to and fro. Then the distance is represented as d plus d, nothing but 2d, by under root of v suffix mr square minus vr square. So here velocity of the river is being represented as v, and here velocity of the man with respect to river is represented as u. So if I substitute u and v in this case, then here we have t1 is equals to 2d by under root of u square minus v square. U square minus v square. Next, observe that the time taken to cover the same distance up and down the stream is. A person is traveling up the stream as well as down the stream. Same distance, d plus d, nothing but 2d. So the time taken in this case is represented as T2 is equals to, when the person is traveling up the stream, the relative velocity is represented as u plus v, and the person is traveling down the stream, we represent it as u minus v. Then we can represent it as T2 equals to d by u plus v plus d by u minus v. So based on that, here as we do LCM, we have d into u minus v plus u plus v by u square minus v square. So here observe that minus v plus v gets cancelled, and here we have 2du by u square minus v square. Now we had represented T2. Whereas observe that if t is the time taken by the swimmer to swim a distance of 2d in still water. When the person is in still water, we consider velocity of the river with respect to ground as equals to 0. Then time 3, t3 is given as distance is 2d by under root of velocity of the man with respect to river is u square. So here we get t3 is equals to 2d by u. Based on that, now we have to represent the relation between these T1, T2 and T3. So here T2 into T3 is equals to 2du by u square minus v square into 2d by u. So here u and u gets cancelled. We have 4d square by u square minus v square. So here observe that it is in the form of 2d by under root of u square minus v square whole square. Observe that. So based on that, here as you observe this equation, it is equals to T1. So based on that, we can represent it as T1 square equals to T1 square. So T1 square equals to T2 into T3, or we can represent it as T1 equals to under root of T2 into T3. Take a screenshot, we will continue. The next question is, a man wishes to cross the river in a boat. So here we consider the river, and the person is crossing the river, and the man is crossing the river in the boat. So if he crosses the river in minimum time, he takes 10 minutes. So here as a person crosses the river in minimum time, the time taken by the man in order to cross the river is 10 minutes. Let us consider it as T1 with a drift of d is equals to 120 meters. If he crosses the river taking shortest route, so based on the shortest route, if the person crosses the river, he takes 12.5 minutes. So time taken by the man in order to travel in the shortest path is 12.5 minutes. Then find the velocity of the boat with respect to water. So here now we have to represent the velocity of the boat with respect to water. So let us consider velocity of the boat with respect to water as BW, V suffix BW. So in order to solve this, let us consider it as V suffix BW is equals to V. Whereas velocity of the water is represented as U. So now the first case is the person is traveling in shortest time, and we know that in the case of shortest time, time T1 is equals to width of the river by velocity of the boat with respect to water. Whereas here time taken by the boat in order to cross in shortest time is 10 minutes. So we have 10 is equals to d by v. Then we have d is equals to 10v. D equals to 10v. Now as you observe that in this time the person drifts a distance of 120 meters. So drift is 120 meters. So based on that, here observe that drift d is equals to velocity of the water into distance by velocity of the boat with respect to water. So now here we have 120 is equals to velocity of the water is u into distance is d, nothing but 10v by v. So here v and v gets cancelled, so we have 0 gets cancelled, we have u is equals to 12. So observe that here we got 12 meter per minute. In terms of minute, we had represented the velocity of the water. Now based on this, now we have to represent the velocity of the boat with respect to water. For this we consider the second case. As you observe that m is given as t is equals to d by under root of velocity of the boat with respect to water whole square minus velocity of the water whole square. So now here time t2 is equals to 12.5. T2 is equals to 12.5 is equals to d is 10v by under root of velocity of the boat with respect to water is v square minus velocity of the water is 12 square. So here we get a 12.5 is equals to 10v by root of v square minus 144. So now here observe that 12.5 into 12.5, 156.25. So we have 156.25 is equals to 100 into v square by v square minus 144. So now on cross multiplying this equation, here we have 156.25 v square minus 144 into 156.25 is equals to 100 v square. So send this term towards this side and bring this term towards this side. Then we have 156.25 v square minus 100 v square is equals to 144 into 156.25. Next observe that 156.25 minus 100. So here we get a 56.25 v square is equals to 144 into 156.25. Then v square is equals to 144 into 156.25 by 56.25. Then here we have v is equals to root over 144 into 156.25 by 56.25. And we know that under root of 144 is 12 and 156.25 is nothing but 12.5 by 7.55. So on solving this, here we get v is equals to 20 meter per minute. Take a screenshot. The next problem is a man can swim at the rate of 5 km per hour in still water. Based on that, we can represent that velocity of the man with respect to river is 5 kmph. A 1 km wide river flows at the rate of 3 kmph. The width of the river is 1 km and velocity of the river is 3 kmph. The man wishes to swim across the river directly opposite to the starting point. So here the man starts at this point and he has to reach exactly at opposite to the starting point. Means he has to reach the exact point B. Now, along what direction must the man swim? So here we have to represent in what direction the man has to swim. As we had seen that for the drift should be equals to 0. In order to the drift equals to 0, the man has to swim upstream by an angle of pi with respect to perpendicular. Now we have to represent this total angle, and we know that theta is equals to angle here is 90 degrees with respect to perpendicular, 90 plus angle pi, whereas this pi is represented by sine pi. Whereas here observe that pi is nothing but opposite side by hypotenuse. So based on that we can represent it as a 90 plus sine inverse of pi. So here we have sine inverse of opposite side is velocity of the river is 3 and velocity of the man with respect to river is 5. So here we get a 90 plus sine inverse of 3 by 5 is 37. So the man has to travel with an angle of 127 degrees with respect to horizontal, or we can represent that the man has to travel by an angle of 37 degrees with respect to perpendicular in order to reach the exact opposite where he had started. Now the second case is what should be his resultant velocity, whereas the resultant velocity is given as v dash equals to under root of v square minus u square, whereas v is nothing but velocity of the man with respect to river and u is nothing but velocity of the river. So based on this, here if I substitute this value, say v dash equals to under root of 5 square 25 minus 3 square 5 square minus 3 square, which is equals to 25 minus 9, which is equals to under root of 16. So we have 4 kilometer per hour. So the person has to travel with a velocity of 4 kilometer per hour along this upstream. Now the third point is how much time will he take to cross the river. Now we have to represent the time in the case of a minimum drift, and we know that t is equals to d by under root of v square minus u square, where we had derived v square minus u square is equals to 4 and the width of the river is 1 kilometer. So if we substitute here we have 1 by 4. However, in terms of minutes we know that 1 hour equals to 60 minutes. So 60 by 4 is nothing but 15 minutes. So within a time of 15 minutes he can cross the river. Take a screenshot. I hope that you had enjoyed my video. Please give a like to this video, share this video to your friends, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.